Now here is the tank mode, and honestly it's not entirely accurate considering the fact you saw from the transformation the mastodon head is in the tail, and the reason why I have to put the pterodactyl up, and there's no way I can put them in right here. Also, I realize it's not even adjusted correctly. There we go. So the tank mode literally is just a giant brick. But at least every Zord is in there without actually having to remove anything. My favorite part is how the arms are adjusted a little bit, just to make it look like it's a little too big. Also, it may look like it's a little tilted over, and that's because the tank modes. That's because the Tyrannosaurus tail doesn't stay on properly. Let me fix that. Like, it's almost leaning at an angle. So yeah, the tank mode is kind of off balanced, to be honest. But with that out of the way, Megazord sequence has been initiated. And here we have is the Dino Megazord, or the Daizyujin, for all Sentai fans. For any Sentai fans out there. So here's a 360 spin for the entire combination. I know there were some parts forming parts you might have seen from the transformation, but at least the parts forming was really worth it. Despite there might be some loose connections. Now it's also based off the Flame Toys design, so the tail is out there, just letting it all rest. My god. Like, this is what I imagine if when Paramount makes that Power Rangers reboot. This is what the Megazord should have looked like. Like, I want to see this Megazord to be in the Paramount Power Rangers reboot. This shouldn't have been the movie Megazord in the 2017 in the first place. At least the Zords combinations kind of make sense. So, let's get in a little closer. Taking a look from the head, it's actually custom designed by me. I wanted the horns to be angled in a lower direction, but also I added this V shape and gold thing for obvious reasons. I wanted to make it look different. I also used this kind of golden vine to kind of represent that crest piece on the top. The chest piece, which obviously has teeth like the Flame Toys version, although there's only 3 of them. The arms, it has some spikes. There's also this blade from the fist and these cannon and these guns. The skirt armor. The feet, which are obviously really clean. From the back, that's where the arms tucked in to become the side skirts. The cannons, which has an alternate form I'll show you later on. The tail with the T-Rex head. So yeah. I managed to fit every single Zord in without compromises. Actually, there is a compromise with the T-Rex head being in the tail instead of inside. But it's a small build, so it's kind of a small build, so it doesn't compare to the other Megazord builds that other YouTubers have done. So, yeah. As for articulation, he can rotate his head, he can move up, but not so much down. His arms can rotate if they weren't being blocked by the cannons. It can move out. The elbows can bend and they can swivel. The hands also swivel and they can move up and they can also move in and out. So it's kind of a flipper hand, no articulated fingers, because if I tried, I don't have enough joints for it. Again, no waist rotation. Legs, obviously that traditional back and forth, split, rotate. There's a knee bend, not a pretty bad knee bend for Zord. The ankles can rotate, move up and down, and they can pivot, so you do get a little bit of posability out of this, and the sun is in my way. Yeah, I used the sunlight as my lighting. That's also the same thing for the Saber-Tooth Tiger feet. In the back, it still has a hinge at the tail, but it also moves. But the soft ratchet T-Rex head can actually move it. It actually bounces on its tail, so if you decided to build this, do be careful of when you put the tail. You must have the T-Rex head to balance it all.